Okay, so yeah, I had a GPU crash. So apparently, whatever I did to my system didn't bring a lot of stability with it. So it's either uh, my GPU is failing, in a sense that it's getting old, or like it's only 2 years old, I think, and maybe it's just not really good. One was, or maybe it's just Linux drivers, kernel mess or whatever being getting sloppier with time, because I think I didn't have any like GPU crashes that required me to reboot until this spring or something. So maybe there actually something changed. So so I could like roll back to that version of kernel and Mesa and try something like from a year ago. Probably it would be hard because I have Threadripper and they have had a lot of patches to support that. But yeah, I have Fury X from AMD, and well, this is actually a bit weird. Let me check. I can check the mask right from the last session. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, let me check the from the last time. So 36, 35. So this is the message that I get in kernel log. And there are a few of similar messages. RingJFX timeout. This is not the only one that I get. I get similar ones from so 417 Radeon, the same, almost the same. Like this doesn't make any sense for me. Привет, Tess. No, I haven't changed my GPU. It's the same one as for like, it's from, I think I bought it like 2 years ago. New graphics fast shader 15. No, I'm not using VA API for this one. I bought Threadripper, so I don't have any trouble with encoding my videos. It's like, let me show you my htop. So as you can see, like this CPU load is not really. I do have like slow encoding or something. I'm not sure. It's not really optimized. I can. CPU usage preset medium. So I didn't have any problems with Intel and VA API and streaming and high graphics, but at the time I didn't have any problems like that with my AMD Fury X card. So here's that, and it was like last year. I started having problems this spring. So there's this person here has trouble with particular shader, but my problem is not with particular shader. It happens randomly. Like the last time, for the last stream, it happened when I was trying to edit some shader, yes. But it wasn't like some random change. It worked after that. And today it happened like while the browser was on and there were no heavy shaders at all for this one. So this problem is kind of different, I think. This one is from 2 years ago. It's not really relevant. Yeah, so my options are like roll back to earlier versions and checks whether that fixes anything, and that can actually not result in anything because, well, another possibility is that my system, like I didn't upgrade to Threadripper in winter. Maybe there are incompatibilities between, and then I didn't stream for quite a long time. And well, yeah, maybe my system is incompatible with this GPU. Maybe my system in general is not really that stable. But I on the same system I also have the NVIDIA Titan, the first one from like 5 years ago. It's also installed in the third PCI Express slot, and I run PCI path-through to Windows virtual machine. And I don't have any issues with it. Yeah, maybe there's some issue with power. I did change like 3 power units during the last year. The first one basically died on me for some reason. It was a really expensive from I don't remember, but it not Thermaltake, but something brandy. Corsair. It was Corsair. Corsair 6. This one, I think, or AX or something. AX or this one. And yeah, this one. I have left the comment on this one. So, and I didn't have any problem when I had this power unit and previous system. So yeah, it's really complicated. There's a lot of change in that time frame. It's kind of hard to trace back, and sometimes it's even impossible to change things to how they were. Okay, this is not like the topic today. I just complaining to you with random crap. What I wanted to say is that this is basically the end of my review of explaining the intros. If you have any questions, you can ask, and I can continue for a little bit if you have any like regarding these intros. In the meantime, we did a lot of intros in a small amount of time. We did 4 intros in a month, which like 1 intro per week. And it's totally possible to do if you don't have anything else. Well, first 2 intros are made while working. Basically, first 2 intros were made during the weekends and a few evenings. And last 2 ones were made on a vacation, but well, we were traveling with family and kids, so I didn't have much time either. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, we I don't think we'll do anything else in coming couple of months. So like it's a bit exhausting to do it like this, and we are working on our new demo tool, which is supposed to be like the first proper demo tool, because all the previous demo tools were made like really fast to try to do things, and they were never really finished. And this one I would like to make as a like proper product that we can even release and give to other demo groups, or maybe not even demo groups, but people from other visual graphics stuff to play with. About the temperature GPU. Gecker asked whether I have GPU temperature. So yeah, GPU temperature is normal as long as sensor says. So I try to force GPU fan to max, and it didn't help. I had a crash like soon after. So, and I also have these, I can show you, but basically I have a air pipe from outside, and outside right now is like this. It's 14 Celsius, and this was really hot today. So yeah, I don't think that this is a thermal issue. What I think about new NVIDIA GPUs. Well, it's interesting I would love to try to work with this RTX API to just try things. Maybe GPU can do all the path tracing for me. But I don't think that I have any information on how to use that, and well, it's also kind of expensive. I don't want to spend that kind of money on the GPU. Nearest event that I'm thinking about is Tokyo Demo Fest, because I'm too busy with other stuff right now, and I won't make anything, won't be able to make anything before that. There will be a graphical user interface for the intro, for the tool that I'm working on. Basically the tool that I'm making, I make it in Rust, and I think I did have a couple of streams showing the internals of it, but it basically was me trying to figure out how to work with Rust. So I'm just learning Rust. I haven't even read the book until the I haven't even finished the Rust book, official one. I have a few sections left there. Yeah, it's hot for the autumn. Like you see, this is what happened. Like current temperature is the maximum temperature for the previous 3 days. I don't think Nvidia will send me anything because I'm basically nobody. I don't do graphics professionally, and I don't have any like contacts in Nvidia or whatever. Nvidia had NVScene demo parties, but they are not regular, and I think they were trying to make one next year, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know the details. There weren't any this year, and I think they also skipped last year too. So yeah, do you have any questions regarding our intros or like any other topic? I think I will have to go. It's a lot of time right now. It's too late. Maybe I have 10 minutes before I have to go or my GPU crashes again. So, Irina, you seem to have a lot of knowledge regarding the GPU crashes. Do you have any ideas on what I could try? The last thing that I tried, and it was today after my GPU crashed on stream, is I previously I have enabled debugfs for the kernel, and there's this debug. Where's the debug? Kernel debug. Yeah. Permission denied. Okay, that's fine. There's this AMD GPU reset or something. I tried to nudge it. I get information that GPU is properly reset, but then it also fails with the same ring. Ring error or whatever. Giger asks, do I know what will be my next work and my next like demo scene production, and what will it be about? I do have a lot of ideas, and I don't know which one to pick yet. I guess it depends on the states of our tool in the time before we feel like we ought to start making the actual production. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas. Also, a question from Gekarka: do I have the same GPU crashes on Windows? I have no information about that because I don't run this GPU on Windows. It basically only tied to my Linux machine. I never tried to GPU pass through it to Windows virtual machine, and I don't have native Windows here. I might try, if I get really desperate, I might try to hook up this GPU to my other test bench and install and like just stress test it there on different combinations of like kernels or even operating systems. Irina says that I should only change Mesa version. Well, it's weird that Mesa could have that kind of access to the GPU. Like it does talk to kernel using libdri or libdrm or something. It's weird that it can just hand the GPU. Well, it's completely plausible because like the sorry state of GPU drivers on Linux, but yeah. I'd say that kernel part of AMD GPU could really have like some fail safes for that. And yeah, I'm running the latest Mesa. So glx info. I can hand GPU from shader, and it's really crappy situation because, well, on Windows you get the GPU timeout and it basically resets without even just requiring user to log out. It just flashes the screen and everything works again besides your application that handed the GPU. So yeah, everything is the latest except for the kernel. I'm not sure I understand about the question about one version on firmware for this GPU, like AMD Fury X firmware. There's also like which is probably also I could roll back, but I really can't do it directly from here because there's no package older than that. Will I port my demos for VR? I don't think so. I want to work with VR, but it seems like I would need Windows for that. I think VR is not really that well supported on Linux too. But I want to work with VR and stream something about doing VR. Because, well, I do have like this one. I bought it many years ago and I only used it, opened it last week and hooked it up. Well, I kind of opened it before that just to make sure that it works, but I haven't played it really. And last week I actually hooked it up and played like a few games. Music for Gekarka also asks like whether the same person will make music for next intros. We basically work together, so yeah. Um, we haven't talked about doing anything in particular. We talked about different ideas, but we haven't actually picked anything yet. But I really hope so. Hope that we will. I think will start thinking about stuff really soon, and yeah. Mike Tinley, hello. Is that an source code of Half-Life 3? uh, no comments there. No, I won't comment. Miumu, привет. Another firmware version. I don't think so. I think I have the latest one. I agree to everything. Furix Nano firmware. Okay. I have downloaded something. How was it called? Fury X. And it's from 2016. How do I check my firmware version on Linux? Maybe it's not in Moskva. Окей, Гекарка, удачи. Спасибо за вопросы, спасибо, что смотрел. Давай. На минус привет. Как оно в целом? Ну вот ГПУшечка падает. So this is binary only, right? AMD, whatever, Fury, R9 Fury X, AMD. So this one is from March. Version. This one to even tell me the version. So this is another kind of firmware that goes with your system. User has been SPCI. pum. Revision C8. Okay, I don't think that I have anything about firmware version here. Firmware. High metal voids. This is about another thing. This guy, yeah, there's Fiji. There's actually August 23 and my thing. Yeah, it's yes sir. Leap firmware. AMD GPU Fiji. It's hard to say whether I have the latest one. So yeah, I think I have the latest firmware. And so yeah, basically it can be like the faulty newer firmware and the one from like a year ago was better. This is the first thing. Second thing would be like newer kernel is crap. Third thing is newer Mesa is crap. And a fourth thing is my system is crap. Fifth thing is like my GPU is failing. And well, yeah, I guess the simplest thing to try would be just plug in this GPU into another system and try to stress test it with maybe the same load, maybe just OBS, some random heavy intro, and possibly other like GPU stress tests. I'm not sure. Sadly, I don't have time for that. I won't be able to do that like for weeks. And even this is just a simple deadlock. There should be a way to just reset it. Technically. Another GPU, right? The camera. Actually, I really wanted to profile the entire Linux graphics stack for my particular task, which is like making intros with heavy shaders and streaming it. Because what I see on my screen, I see like a reasonable FPS, like 50 or 60 even, or even larger than that. But screen capture is not there. So I really wanted to, at some point, to profile the OBS to get a sense of where it's stuck, and then profile the like X server and Mesa and even maybe kernel to get an idea of what's inefficient there, that screen capture is not that fast. And then maybe I would have an idea what I could change there to have a faster screen capture. Владислав Нинаш, привет. Я заканчиваю уже стримить, у меня проблемы, у меня видеокарта отваливается, и мне приходится перезагружаться, и это неприятно. Вот, я рассказывал про интры, которые мы понаделали за последний месяц, там их 4 штуки, довольно прикольные, как мне кажется. Вот, можешь посмотреть в записи, я просто заканчиваю уже. Вот. Работа норм, медленнее, чем хотелось бы, как всегда. Ну, там, не все не очень получается, что я хочу. Вот, в остальном как-то нормально. Вот. Я уже заканчиваю, я думаю, что уже поздно, и мне надо еще... Мне еще надо сегодня поработать. Okay, guys. I think this is it for today. At least my GPU hasn't crashed in like 40 minutes. And it's a good sign for... I don't know what for what. But, well... It's a bad sign that it did crash today. I think this is it. Yes, I explained all the stuff that we were making for the past months, and this is the end of the 4th season of Democoding. It was really short one, sorry about that. And I will try to start the next season, or maybe separate secret project in a few weeks. And maybe have a random stream here and there before that, but I don't have any plans for like nearest 3 weeks for streaming. Have other issues to solve. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and I guess see you sometime later. Bye. Thank you. Поздравляю, Владислав. Круто. Кощей, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I have to go. Thank you, guys. Bye.